Hello, I am Furycat, and today we're going to be playing some Total War Warhammer 2. I haven't actually played this in a little while. I kind of fancied having another go at the campaign mode. What we're actually going to do here is start a new campaign in Mortal Empires. And I'm planning to play
I fight for the greater good.
as the Empire. There we go.
Empire's
Now, I've played the Empire a fair bit in Total War Warhammer 1. I haven't actually tried them in the Mortal Empires campaign here. But I've always quite liked the Empire. I used to play them in Warhammer Fantasy Battle back when that was still a thing. And I always kind of liked the the aesthetic of them and the kind of feel. They're not super strong orcs or anything like that. They're just humans with faith, steel, and gunpowder. So what I'm going to do here, we've got three lords we can choose from. We've got the Emperor Karl Franz, who is obviously the Emperor of the Empire of Man. You've got Volkmar the Grim, the High Theogenist, who kind of leads the cult of Sigmar, which is the kind of official religion of the Empire. And you have Balthazar Gelt, who is the head of the colleges of magic in Altdorf. So obviously he's your kind of more caster-oriented lord. And Volkmar, I believe, plays as a kind of a bit of a mix of kind of a bit melee, but a bit caster as well, because he's got access to the warrior priest spells and so on. And Karl Franz, he's straight up about leadership of the army and getting stuck in. So we're going to go ahead and play as him. That actually gives us some additional different starting units. We get halberdiers, handgunners, and some Reichsguard cavalry. So we're going to want to try and protect, particularly the Reichsguard and the handgunners, I think, in our early battles. But let's go ahead and start the campaign here. And as I say, it's been a while since I played this, and I wouldn't say I'm necessarily like some kind of, expert or anything like that. You're not going to see me, demonstrating how to do the legendary difficulty or anything like that. I'm just a fairly average player, and I've not tried the Empire here in Mortal Kingdoms. I believe they have some slightly different mechanics than they did in the first Warhammer Total War. So it'll be interesting to kind of explore them and kind of see how that affects things. The newly crowned emperor returned from a tour of Reichland to find his capital Altdorf besieged by greenskins.
Yet the fight to secure your rule has only just begun. The empire is beset by civil war once more. Secessionists hostile to your election as emperor are trying to form a breakaway province to the south. Advance, crush them, and bring the lands back to your sovereign rule. Oh,
right, okay. So we've dealt with the greenscreen threat. The kind of first battle you fought in the original campaign was to deal with a greenskin attack.
Is openly hostile. A clash with Todbringer and the wolves of Middenland may well be unavoidable if you wish to unify the empire. Plan for this eventuality.
So we're trying to unify the empire under my command.
Has ever been besieged by foes, but you are a prince of Altdorf. Greatness runs in your very blood. Make the Heldenhammer proud.
Oh, we'll do our best. Okay. So let's see. So this is telling us about some of the new stuff here. So we're known for our elector counts in the internal politics. So yeah, each of the kind of regions of the empire has its own elector count. And the idea is that I believe Karl Franz is actually the elector count of Altdorf, which is why we start with Altdorf here, but he's also the emperor. So we need to increase our prestige. Okay, so we have a note here of our prestige. And ultimately our imperial authority, which, yeah, I'm guessing is this bar. So doing noble things such as kicking people's asses, winning battles, building awesome buildings and things. And I'm guessing we can spend it to deal with certain things, to improve fealty among the elector counts. So I'm guessing the more fealty they have, the more likely it is they're just going to join and become part of kind of our empire. Prestige can be spent on electoral machinations. So, yeah, to manipulate diplomacy amongst the elector counts. Each state of the empire is governed by an elector count. Securing their fealty is key to unifying the empire through confederation. Some, though, will not be easily convinced and require much more persuasion through aid or military force. So, yeah, I'm guessing that they're each going to have kind of their own personality, and some of them we can get through diplomacy and trade, others we're going to have to do quests for, and some I think we may have to fight. Once a state's capital is under control, we can either decide to keep the residing elector count or elect a new one. Each provides a host of new benefits. Just granting, yeah, so they have these Runefang swords, which are these, like in the tabletop game, were these really kind of badass magic swords. Okay, well, that all seems reasonably straightforward. Yeah, thanks, I don't really need you to tell me much. So we've got a mission: engage the enemy, defeat an enemy, an army belonging to the Empire Secessionists, and we'll get some prestige and treasury. So a nice easy mission to start things off. And I think they're down here. Yeah, they're down here to our south. So from looking at the map, it looks like there's quite an area. Yeah, so it looks like they've got 3 settlements that we're going to want to. And I'm guessing these are all part of this. Yeah, they're all part of this province here. So Altdorf's the capital, and these are our secessionist towns. So we're going to want to get them subdued first. So, okay, let's have a look and see what have we got in our army here so far with Karl. So we've got our Reichsguard cavalry, our handgunners, and our halberdiers. The halberdiers are anti-large, so they're good at dealing with things like cavalry and big monsters, but they are also armor-piercing, which is kind of nice. Spearmen are just anti-large, but don't have the armor-piercing, so these are going to be better against things with heavy armor. Swordsmen are just your kind of standard line infantry. They've got shields that makes them a bit more resilient to missile fire. And we've got handgunners and crossbowmen. I think, yeah, the handgunners are short range, but will punch through armor. The crossbowmen are better range. I'm thinking we're probably going to want to recruit. Well, I don't know. Their army's about the same size as ours. Can we reach them in one go? We sure can. Let's just get stuck in. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Well, it certainly thinks we should win. So let's see. They've got a couple of units of swordsmen, a couple of units of spearmen. So we're going to want to make sure we don't put our cavalry into their spearmen. We've got the missile advantage. Okay, let's go ahead and fight this battle. Since it's the first battle of the campaign, we'll actually fight this one. As I go through the campaign, I'll probably automatically resolve kind of battles that are just, you know, a surefire thing or near enough, because it can, particularly as you get deeper into campaign, it can get quite tedious trying to play through the entirety of every battle. Okay, so we've got the advantage of this ridgeline, so I'm thinking we could deploy along the ridgeline and rain missile fire down on them, and if they want to come to us, they're going to have to charge uphill, which isn't going to be ideal. Now we are going to have to be a little bit careful. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and move our missile troops back here. This is just the deployment phase, so we get to set up how we want our army to be deployed. Thinking we'll use the swordsmen to kind of hold the center. We'll chuck our halberdiers on one flank, and we'll chuck our spearmen on the other flank. Can I? Yes, I can tilt the camera. Good. I say it's been a little while since I played this, so doubtless I'm going to make a whole bunch of mistakes. But hey, you know, that's part of the fun. Now I'm thinking what we maybe want to do. Our cavalry. This looks like kind of ideal ground for the cavalry down here, and their spearmen are all on this flank. So yeah, I think we're going to deploy our cavalry down here, and we'll keep Karl himself. He's on foot at the moment. We can get him mounts later, but we'll keep him just kind of with the battle line to kind of give his leadership bubble. You can see this kind of blue circle as I mouse over him, so he gives his leadership out to the troops there. So okay, let's go ahead and start the battle. And okie dokie, so they're looking like they are going to come to us. So let's go ahead and just deploy ourselves along the ridgeline here to wait. And we'll get our missile units. If you hold down space, you can see where units are going to move to. We'll move our missiles in there. Karl can just kind of chill in the mid, and the cavalry can just—they're good where they are. They're not really in any danger at the moment. We can save them to kind of come sweeping in at an opportune moment rather than committing them early. Although if these swordsmen isolate themselves, we might be able to get a good kind of charge through them. Heavy cavalry have a lot of impact on the charge. You can generally, that's when they do most of their damage. Alright, we're taking some missile fire here. Go ahead and there's a way. Remember how you do it now. Is it alt? Yeah, we can just tell them to advance. Let's just tell them to advance a bit as well, and we'll keep Karl in there. Okay. So let's get some softening up fire in first. Okay, I think we're going to take these guys, we're going to smash through the swordsmen, and we're going to come take their cavalry out. Let's get Karl Franz stuck in. I think their swordsmen are the thing that's the biggest actual threat, so we'll commit Karl Franz there. Yeah. There you go, guys. Straight through. Pow! Look at that impact. Guys just go flying. Okay, we'll just keep going. Don't get bogged down in combat. We're not looking to get into a drawn-out combat with them here. Come on. Everybody get out of combat. How are we doing up here? Looks like we're holding reasonably well. You guys can go ahead and engage them. Let's move our handgunners around this flank. Okay, our cavalry are largely broken free. A couple of them still stuck there, but they should hopefully catch up, and then we're going to come smashing into these guys. There we go. Let's move you guys around this flank. What? No, handgunners, I don't... Probably been a bit more explicit about what I actually wanted them to do, but never mind. There we go. Early in the campaign, I'm already making a bit of a mess of things by not being more explicit with my instructions. Move you guys there. You guys, yeah, go ahead and charge in there. My lord's under attack. He's a badass. I'm sure he'll be okay there. Come on, handgunners, get clear. There we go. Okay, cavalry. Let's bring them back and charge back into these guys. You guys can now put missile fire into the side of them. You guys can go ahead and put some missile fire into the backs of them. Karl Franz is... Oh, what's this he's got? Oh, he's got the Reichland Runefang. Makes him better at fighting, so let's do that. Come on, Reichsguard. Charge through. Get these guys to kind of soften them up. Okay, come on, stop getting bogged down in combat, like, seriously. They're not really getting the impact they need. Get you guys to put some fire into them. Pull the right... Pull... No, what are you guys doing? Okay, we've won here. Let's send Karl Franz himself down there with the spear guys. Let's bring you around to crush this. Halberdiers look to be winning fairly handily there. They're breaking. Okay, now we've got our... Right, so let's have... Yeah, go and mop them up. I don't want them coming back. Yeah, you're doing some good work there. In goes Karl Franz. You guys... Yeah, they're going to break. Halberdiers, let's get you in as well. They're breaking. Cavalry are riding these guys down pretty nicely. Yeah, we're enjoying a bit of gunfire there. So we've largely broken. We've still got the enemy general here, of course. Let's get all our melee troops to just dogpile this guy. How much can he possibly take? You can just keep shooting them as they run away. Rack up some kills. You can do the same. Okay, they're basically dealt with. Let's run you after them. Let's bring Karl Franz back to deal with their general. I hadn't actually noticed him in there, so... Looks like our swords guys are getting kind of beat up, but I mean, that's fine. That's basically their job. Why they exist. Oh, their spear guys are coming back. Let's just catch them in a crossfire here. Come on, Karl, need you back here. I shouldn't let him go chasing after those guys. That's a good job for the Reichsguard at this point. Didn't really use them very well in that fight, but that's all a learning process. Oh, there we go, victory. Let's make sure this guy dies, though. I mean, I don't think he's going to get out of there, but you never know. Yeah, you keep mopping them up. I want this army to be properly broken. You're mopping them up. This guy, he's going to take forever to kill. Come on, Karl. Come on, come get him. Just slow him down by mobbing him. Hopefully we can get Karl Franz to speed time up a little. See if we can't get Karl Franz to... you've done with them, okay. Don't think you're likely to get any of them, but sure, go chase them, why not? While we're speeding time up, let's see if Karl can get caught up with their general and put him down. Because I'd really rather not have to deal with him again. If you don't kill him, if he escapes, then he could still be a threat on the map. Come on, Karl. He's exhausted. I'm not surprised he's been all over the place. There we go, get in there. Come on, get him. Let's use the Rune Fang. Give him a good smacking with it. This mob of guys. This shows you just how tough characters can be in this game. Like, they can take a serious bit of killing. If I'd actually noticed him in their front line, I should probably have had Karl Franz take him on directly in one-on-one combat. Karl Franz, I mean, I don't believe he's anywhere near the best of the kind of fight combat lords in the game, but he's certainly, you know, a solid solid melee fighter. I think he should be able to take on most generals and win, provided we're leveling him up properly. Come on, get him. Need the Benny Hill music for this. Just running away. Shoot him. See if we can position the handgunners to intercept him. There you go, get him with the crossbows. Range, we'll get them on the top of the hill. In fact, let's get the cavalry around here as well. Get everybody chase this guy! It's like my whole army chasing this one dude. Oh, there you go, the gun's getting in on him. And here come the cavalry, they should be able to run him down, surely. Surely, guys. Go on, get him. Get him. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you've knocked him down. Yeah, they can, with their cavalry impact, they can knock him down. That lets Karl Franz catch up again. Get him with the Rune Fang when we get into melee with him. There we go, he's in melee. Go on, Rune Fang him. There we go. Finally, that took a bit of doing. Alright. Yeah, it's a little bit tedious chasing him down like that, but I think that means his army should be properly destroyed. So, yeah. A surprising amount of work done by the cavalry. I suspect a lot of that was running people down. Crossbows got some good work. Handgunners did us some good work. Yeah, Halberdier's reasonably punchy. Yeah, I think the army performed reasonably well despite my horrendous mismanagement. So we can pardon the captives, which gives us some money but reduces our casualty replenishment rate. We can take no prisoners and kill them all without mercy to get some leadership. Or we can take on captives, which will give us unit replenishment, which I think is probably more important at the moment. Yeah, you can actually see as I mouse over it in the unit cards, you can see how much we're going to get back. So let's go ahead and do that. Should hasten the return of the army to combat. Seriously? Oh my god, they're left with just these crossbowmen. So we've completed that quest.
Securing lasting authority over the Empire. The people must learn that open dissent cannot be tolerated.
Yeah, crush the resistance.
And snuff out the resistance there.
Oh, okay. Strange old blind man who I'm listening to for some reason. So now we're going to get money and imperial authority.
Prestigious act indeed. All those who lead within the Empire.
Oh yeah, we killed him in battle. So we got him at least, that's good. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Oh, right, so Imperial Authority 0, we're -5 growth all pot. Alright, so we don't want it to go down. Going down is bad, we get all kinds of negatives. We want it to go up here. Yeah, we'd like to get to there. Increase fealty, increase growth, increase tax. I mean, basically it sounds all good. So we're going to have to try and take Grunberg, which our army took some casualties there, but we might have enough oomph left in it. I mean, it looks like the halberdiers and the spearmen are still largely in good fighting nick. So, and of course, Karl himself's in good shape. So, okay, now let's have a look at Altdorf. We can build stuff here. We've got a reasonable amount of money, reasonable amount coming in. As we upgrade the kind of main building here, we'll unlock more building slots, which is important. And I think we also, we get a larger garrison, which is always good. More construction slots, more income from all buildings. Oh, right, from both this province and adjacent provinces. That's quite powerful. We get more growth, I think. Yeah, plus 20. Improved tower projectiles for our city defenses, more public order. So this just looks like an all-round good deal. We have to, I believe, wait to have enough population surplus, but it only takes one to go here, so let's queue that up. We've also got, what have we got here? Our port, which is money and growth, it looks like, as we increase that. And this is our training field. At the moment we can unlock Spearman, Swordsman, Free Company, but as we grow, we add the ability to get halberdiers, captains, crossbowmen, spearmen with shields, and great swords. These are kind of like elite infantry. So okay, so that takes care of that for now. We apparently have research available. Have a look here. Oh gosh, this is quite changed from what I've seen before. Got sections for missiles, war machines, cavalry, infantry, trade and industry, the imperial colleges. Gosh, this is a lot to choose from. What does this do? State troops now. So this gives us bonus leadership and speed for infantry. We're going to be relying heavily on infantry a lot to start with, so I think that's probably a good start. So we'll queue that. We have unassigned skill points. Oh, so Karl Franz is skilled up as a result of that battle. So we've got, there's like, so the ones along the top, I believe, are all kind of unique ones that you get these through quests. These are unique to Karl. And I think this line here is the kind of unique, this is your faction leader tree, and varies depending on who you are. And then these, I think, these three are all the same for all your generals. So this is basically the focus on personal melee combat. This is kind of a bunch of buffs to the army he's in, and this is more based around sort of campaign map capabilities. Now, I think we're going to be putting Karl in combat quite a lot, so I think initially we're going to take him down this tree here, so hard to hit. And that uses his only skill point. Okay. And then we're good to end turn there, I think. Yeah, so let's go ahead and end turn. There's quite a few factions, as you can see, that it's racing through here. And the Empire Secessionists. Okay.
Your empire is a beacon of civility in a savage world, sire. It is your task, nay, your privilege, to see that it does not fall to the countless evils that threaten its borders.
Sure, yeah, that all sounds good. Okay, so they have an army here now. I don't think we're gonna. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to take that out without reinforcing our army. So let's hop back over the border here. So yeah, we're replenishing, and then let's see. Are there any regiments of renown that we can get? No. Okay. Now, Free Company Militia are kind of a hybrid melee and ranged unit. I think what we're just going to want here is some swordsmen. They're a little bit more expensive to recruit, a little bit more expensive on the upkeep than the spearmen, but they're just generally better for holding the line. So let's go ahead and just rack up 3 units of them. I don't think we really need the anti-large bonus of the spearmen either at this time, and we've got some anti-large in the force anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. Altdorf is building. That's going to take a little while, so I don't think we can recruit any heroes at this time. I think we need to unlock them through buildings yet, so we're not doing that. We could recruit another general, but I think we don't really want to be looking to increase our army upkeep too much right at the beginning here, so no, I think we'll pass on that. So let's go ahead and then turn again there then. Hopefully that should now give us... Oh, okay, I'm not sure where he's off to, but that does leave Grunberg a little bit undefended. Okay, we've reinforced our army. These guys have still got a bit of recovery to do, but I think at this point we're just going to push in and assault Grunberg directly. Gives us better than average chances of winning. They've got some kind of... They've got a crossbowman, a bunch of swordsmen. They've got whoever this guy is. Stoke fire while moving vanguard. Oh, right. I wonder if he's like... Ah, okay. Spearman, swordsman, though. I don't think that's going to present too much problem. Just keep the cavalry away from the spearmen. Use them to run down their missile troops. Once we've taken care of the missile troops, we can always bring them around and rear charge the main kind of engagement line. But I think we should be good. We've got them outnumbered. And I'm pretty confident our swordsmen can take on their spearmen. Win. Okay, we don't know where the enemy are at the moment, but it looks like, again, we've kind of got the hill advantage. So... Swordsman can be... Let's just commit these unscathed units as our kind of front line. We'll keep these guys kind of in reserve. Yeah, we can anchor spearmen on this flank. Halberdiers on this flank. So troops can all go behind. Karl in the middle of the battle line. And... could use these woods as cover to bring the Reichsguard down undetected. Let's give that a try. Let's see if that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and move the army forward. Are they going to try and come up through the woods at us? Let's see what they do. They may be content to just let us come to them. No, they are maneuvering. Interesting. Looks like their spearmen are at that end of the line, so... Are they just going to deploy across here? Looks like it. Okay. Try and work them around the sides then. Let's reorient the battle line to face them. You guys are going to have some moving to do.
Our weapons are yours. Yes, sir. Quickly. Formation, march.
The reserves in here. That's okay. They're shooting at guys who are hidden in the forest, so I'm reasonably okay with that. But I think we're going to have to advance on them here. We'll let the battle line get reformed. Why are you guys not? Oh, come on. There we go. Guys, yeah, you're... okay, it's fine. We'll just go without the spearmen. Just push the battle line up on them. Move you guys forward. Karl Franz, go with... Oh, no, it's not Karl Franz. It's the missile troops. Karl, come on, get moving. Okay, let's charge you guys in. Charge you guys in. Yep, every charge. Okay, they're committed. Let's bring our cavalry down round. Move the swordsmen to reinforce this flank. You guys shoot there. Nice there. Alright, Karl. Go get their general. See if we can get you guys there, and we'll kind of come charging in from the flank. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Here comes the Reichsguard. Run down there. Guys, bring you guys around to the rear here. Karl, come on, go kill their general.
Ready for war! We obey!
Go on, Karl, get stuck in. Sick him.
See to it!
There we go. Okay, let's bring you guys in there. That's gone well.
Taking position! Formation march!
Okay, let's see if we can't break this area with a cavalry charge. Karl Franz is messing their lord up good. I like to see. Here comes the cavalry. Let's get zoomed in. Oh, it's raining. Oh, look at that. That looks satisfying. Crunch. Okay, we don't want them to get bogged down, so let's go ahead and pull them back out. Their center has broken.
Awaiting orders!
Let's bring our swordsmen around into there. We can have a cavalry run down the fleeing troops.
Attack! The Empire!
That went pretty well. That went pretty well on the whole, I think.
Reichsguard Knights!
Just getting mopping up, get a few more kills for our troops here. Cavalry, go ahead and run them down. Karl gonna catch him. I think their general's gonna get away. It's annoying, but not to be helped. Speed some time up. Yeah, mop them up, lads. Polish those guys off. I think once you get them below a certain threshold, they're basically done on the campaign map, so let's get you guys to go run them down. Pretty sure that takes care of those units. You're still chasing them. They might get away, but they're going to make it to the bit. Oh well, we'll go ahead and end it there. It's good enough. Decisive victory. Outstanding. That's what I like to hear. Yep. Hardly took any losses. Comprehensively mopped the floor with them. The general got away, and those guys got away, but otherwise... Okay, that was a much better use of the cavalry there. 169 kills. Look at that. You can see how well our swordsmen held up as well. Like, they did some good solid work. They're not really particularly damaged. Brilliant. And we get a bunch of money, which is always nice. I like loot. Right, we want to just occupy, so there'll be a little conquest penalty in province and stability, but yeah, we're going to keep this. We don't want to loot it, I don't think, because that just makes the conquest penalty worse. I think we just peacefully occupy. Oh, we did. He's dead. Outstanding. And we gain treasury, imperial authority, so yeah, that's all looking good. Got a bunch of money.
Sources report that Middenheim is sending help to the secessionists in an effort to destabilize the Empire. Intercept their reinforcements.
So this is a quest, the Battle of Blood Pine Woods here. So we can teleport to this and fight it, and we can have a look. The enemy have got, they've got artillery, a lot of artillery, so we may want to see if we can sort out a bit more cavalry before we try and take that on. I'm not too bothered about their line troops. I think if we get a few more swordsmen, we should be able to take their line troops on without any serious difficulty, but this artillery could be a problem. But we'll get a cool magical sword we can give to somebody. We'll get a bunch of prestige, so yeah, that looks pretty good. But we're not going to do that just yet.
Your burgeoning realm grows, Your Eminence.
So a new objective. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack 4 different settlements. Well, I mean, we're going to be expanding, so...
Further afield, there are rumors of a dark force rising in the east.
Yes, the undead.
You must remain vigilant.
Oh yeah, because from what I remember correctly, like if we go out to the map here, so over here, yeah, this is where there's all like the vampire counts and such. We've got greenskins throughout the mountains. So I think there's dwarves down this way as well. Over here, I think, if I remember, this is Bretonia, kind of French knights I think there's wood elves down here. It all gets a bit vaguer as you go further south. But dwarves kind of through the mountains as you might expect. And this is basically the empire. Fractured empire as it is. And at some point chaos will come in from the north, which is always a good time. But okay, so we've seized our first extra settlements. Have a little look at Grunberg. So we can't grow it yet. We need to get more population surplus, which we need growth to do. We've got a decent amount of growth, and looks like I think this is giving us, yeah, growth, casualty replenishment, and reduced recruitment cost for pistoliers and outriders, light cavalry types. So yeah, okay, we're doing not bad there. Good old Karl Franz's armor, he's looking pretty good. We can recruit some more units here, so I think just more swordsmen really is. Oops, I don't want to be 2 turns. Just bulk that out with swordsmen, I think is fine. That takes care of him. We're good with Altdorf, it's building, so there we go. Now there is an enemy army which is heading this way, so I'm guessing he's going to be up here somewhere. So at some point we're going to want to pursue him and finish taking out these settlements. That'll be 2 of the 4 that we need to take in the immediate future. Oh, got an unassigned skill point. Now, so this unlocks this group, so we can pick, so we can get extra charge bonus, and there's 2 levels of each of these: extra armor, extra hit points, or extra melee attack. So, I mean, we're already pretty good on melee attack. We're pretty well armored as well. And our charge bonus ain't bad either, but I think... do we armor him more, or do we get more hit points? Let's armor him up. Let's just make him be heavily armored. We're going to be sticking him into melee a lot, so that should help that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. This episode's run a little bit longer than I think I'm going to run them in general. I'll probably try and keep these to around the half-hour mark or so going forward, but obviously this being the first episode took a little bit longer to get everything set up. But as always, if you've enjoyed watching this, please do give it a like, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel grow. If you want to keep following along with this or my other Let's Play, my RimWorld Let's Play, then go ahead and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated, and hit the bell icon if you want to get reminders when I drop a new video. And if you have any comments, hints, suggestions, or want to point out how badly I'm misusing some of these units, please do go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. And I will see you next time.